What's up? This your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic. Today, I heard an interview, or yesterday, that Gabriel Rosado actually said that Peter Quillin had more punching power than Gennady Golovkin. The question to Gabriel Rosado basically was like, who was the hardest puncher you ever faced? And he said it was Peter Quillin. Now, a lot of people know that he did fight Gennady Golovkin, and he referenced that Gennady Golovkin was a better boxer and had more snap and more crisp punches than Peter Quillin. But Peter Quillin was the naturally much more thudding, flush puncher. Now, a lot of people backlash and dislike the video and dislike the interview based on they can't fathom that Quillin is a more pure punching power than Golovkin, which I understand where people are coming from with that, because Golovkin stopped Gabriel Rosado on cuts in the 6th, 7th round or earlier than that, and I think Peter Quillin stopped him late in that fight, last round, 11th round or 10, whatever it was, on cuts, and was having trouble with Gabriel Rosado, and people feel that Rosado was just being salty, and he has referenced that he thought something fishy was wrong with Golovkin's gloves in the past, right before he fought Curtis Stevens, and told Curtis Stevens to have the Boxing Commission inspect Golovkin's gloves. But that being said, I can see that. I've seen a lot of people that fought Golovkin say that they thought his power was much more than, was better than, coming into the fight, they expected more from it. And a couple fighters had referenced that at the end of the day, he gets all them guys out of there. And why can I fathom that Quillin is a better pure puncher? From the simple fact that, Quillin is a little bit faster. He has some velocity on there. And, he seems to put everything behind every punch. Golovkin, he can tap a little bit. He'll tap at you, and then when he knows where you are, then he'll lay the big blows on you. And from an athletic standpoint, Quillin is a better athlete, but from a boxing standpoint, the way Golovkin places his punches, it doesn't really matter how much power that he really has. It's because he's technically a marvel of a fighter. It's marvelous how he throws each punch technically right, and it's just, he's a surgeon inside of there. A lot of people don't really use that word when they're talking about Golovkin. He's a surgeon. He won't throw all his power behind every punch just like Quillin will. He will use the jab, but Quillin, he don't use no jab. He just hook. Golovkin will throw straight punches, wide punches, whatever to get the job done, and he varies his shots. He might take a little steam off of you, get you in a position, and then when he knows where you are and finds out what position you in, then he lays the wood on you. And Quillin, there's no knock on Peter Quillin, because Peter Quillin only had a handful of amateur fights. He's a late bloomer, and he's a pure talent. He's beating guys on raw talent and no experience at all. Well, Golovkin has years of talent, over 300 amateur fights, so you can understand that. You know what I mean? So, is Rosado a little salty? Maybe so. But do I believe him? Yes, I have to take the man at his word. I haven't never heard Gabriel Rosado being on some lying or some dishonest bullshit. So, I can understand. I can see that being the case, because he didn't come out and say that Golovkin, Quillin was a better fighter than Golovkin, or Quillin is this and that. Yes, I can see a dude like Quillin with that size and that speed being a pure, better, just power puncher. But skill-wise, it doesn't even make a difference. He's done. Jacobs got him out of here. He never hit Jacobs flush. We're going to see what Golovkin does with Jacobs. I think it's going to be easy work. But this your boy.